Good morning, students. I hope you are doing the numericals in a correct manner and practicing more and more questions. Today in my class, I will be having few numericals from the theorems, integral theorems, and then we'll move forward. Okay. So let me start my discussion. We'll be having a few numericals on vectors. I hope you are seeing my screen again. And the topics already what we have covered is gradient, divergence, curl, and their transformations of coordinate systems, line integral, surface, and volume integral, and then divergence in Stokes theorem. So we are into this part. Myself, Dr. Pradeep Sharma, and I will be starting the discussion for these numericals. Okay, so today I will start my class from this uh, problem. There, a vector is given A as x square plus xy, and we have to find the value for this integral A dot ds, where the region is also defined y is equal to x square. But the condition is given that x is in between 0 to 2. So if you see here, the problem is very well defined that you been provided one vector, okay, and you need to find that surface integral of that vector where the region is confined by y is equal to x square with the condition that x is in between 0 to 2. So if you can see, if you can draw this curve x square plus xy, so this will be like this. Okay, so it is x is in between 0 to 2. So accordingly, the value for another parameter is changing. So y is equal to x square. So that's x square part is there. So ds is equal to dx dy. So a dot ds is the value of vector x square plus xy and dx dy. You can understand here that why we have taken this ds as dx dy, because it's a Cartesian coordinate system and the surface is aligned in xy plane. So x is for dx and dx dy. That's why we have taken the surface a small part as dx dy. So we'll put the values and double integration for x and y will consider 0 to 2 and y is equal to 0 to x square in both the cases. So we will solve it. I hope this part is very simple, and but that earlier part of drawing this graph or assessing the information from these values as given in the question is, I hope you now understand that how we are doing. But this calculation part, I think everybody can do in a very simple manner. So the final answer came 11.7. So the value of this surface integral A dot ds over this region y is equal to x square, where this x is in between 0 to 2, is 11.7. Now the second, next numerical, we have to find maximum rate of increase. See here, there is a scalar function phi. The value is sine pi x by 2 plus sine pi y by 3 multiplied by e to the power minus z. Looking into this very complex thing is considered that is very hard to calculate, but it's very easy. Let us see what is the question actually. It says that if this scalar function is there, we have to find the magnitude and direction of maximum rate of increase of phi at the point is 1, 1, 1. So we all know that gradient of a scalar function gives the magnitude and direction of maximum rate of change of that. Okay. So del phi is equal to del phi by del x I cap, del phi by del y j cap, del phi by del z k cap, and we put all the values for phi for x, y, and z part. We can solve it in a phased manner, and after that we introduce the value for the point given in the question 1, 1, 1. X is equal to 1, y is equal to 1, and z is equal to 1. So we got the final, this you can say del phi at that point, which is 0.192 j cap minus 0.318 k cap. This value, while you are finding, you can easily calculate using your scientific calculator. And because we need to find the magnitude, so for that vector, the magnitude is, I hope all of you can understand to calculate. It's very simple at 0.37. So all those points what's been asked in the question is solved, and calculate the magnitude and direction. Okay. So direction is j cap del phi by del phi. So in that manner, it's the vector, unit vector. So next question is determine the divergence of the following vector fields at given points. Now what are the fields given? The fields are A is equal to yz. This is a Cartesian coordinate system. So in Cartesian coordinate system, the value of del we all know, and we can easily point it, and then dot product is there, so ijk will not be there. So it's a scalar value we will receive at here 4 plus xy. Okay, so this is a very simple case of divergence of this vector field. Del dot A we have found in a very simple manner. So the point is given 1, minus 2, and 1. So we put x is equal to 1, y is equal to minus 2, and z is equal to 1. So we are getting the result as 2. So this is the solution for first part. Now the second part says that P is equal to rho z sine phi, rho cap plus phi, rho z cos phi. So if you see this equation, you can easily make out that okay, this is not in x, y, z, but this is in rho, phi, and z. So if it is in rho, phi, z, you can easily understand that the environment is not Cartesian, the environment is cylindrical. Because cylindrical coordinate system has rho as the radius of the cylinder, phi as the angle of the plane moving to create the cylinder of height z, and the point is also given in the same manner 5, pi by 2, and 1. It's mean the numeric value, then angle, then again numeric value. So rho, phi, and z. So in cylindrical system we know that del dot V is given by this equation. If you have any problem reminding this equation, kindly refer to the class for cylindrical coordinate system. You will receive this equation from there. Okay. So I hope then we can easily put the values here. So B rho is given as rho z sine phi 1, sine phi, B phi as phi rho z cos phi, dz is set. So we'll put all these values here in the cylindrical part of the divergence, and we'll receive 1 minus 3z sine phi. But at the point, at the given point of phi, pi by 2, and 1, this value reduces to minus 2. So the divergence of the given vector function in cylindrical coordinate system at the given point is minus 2. Now the third one is C is equal to 2r sine theta cos phi r cap plus cos phi theta cap plus r phi cap. So if you see this vector equation, you are finding that, oh, it is not rho, phi or z. There is no z. There are no x, y, z. Then what it is? R, theta, phi. Where R, theta, phi we can find in our environment? You please, while reading this question, this thing should come in your mind, that it is not xyz, it is not rho phi z, it is not Cartesian, it is not cylindrical. What it is? So it is spherical. So spherical coordinate system contains r as a radius, theta as the angle, and phi as the angle of rotation for the plane. So you can easily find out that it is actually the spherical coordinate system, and the point at which the value of divergence need to be found is 1 pi by 3 and pi by 3. So you can make out that the numeric value and then angle, then angle. So r, theta and phi. So in a spherical system, the divergence of the vector field is given by this equation. If you fail to remind, again I am saying that you kindly refer to the last class on spherical system. It is available over there, all the equations, you please refer those. And the value we can put from here, we can solve it, and we can put the value for the point for that equation. So by putting this equation, we got the result as 2.88. So it's a very simple step-by-step process how you will get the divergence of this function, the given function, given vector field at the given point. So first you find the divergence using the relation what we had, and then we use this 2.88. Okay. So in this manner we can easily find the value. Now the next numerical is says find the nature of the vector f is equal to 30 I cap plus 2xy plus 5xz square k cap. So you see here that it is xyz thing. So it is in Cartesian coordinate system. And we need to find the nature of this. So to find the nature, we first find the divergence, del dot f. So if we do the del dot f in Cartesian, we will receive 2x plus 10xz by solving this. And this is not zero, because no point value or another considerations are not available in the question. So we can solve up to the last point. So up to the last point, it is not zero at there. So the divergence is not zero. Then we will find the curl of this field. Okay. So we find the curl using the equation. We found that it is 5z square z plus 2y k cap. And again it is not zero. So both divergence and curl of the given function is not zero. It means when divergence is not zero, so field is not solenoidal. And when curl is not zero, field is rotational. Okay? If the curl would have been zero, then we can say because its curl is zero, it cannot rotate. It is irrotational. But over here, in this case, in this numerical, the curl is not equal to zero. It shows that field is rotational. Now we move to this part. Say that so vector field G is given. The value is 16xy minus 3 I cap plus 8x square j cap minus x k cap. Okay, so it's in Cartesian system as the value suggests. Now the question is asked: is G a rotational or conservative? So the vector field is a rotational or not? This is the first part. Then second part says find the net flux of G over the cube. and the cube are x, y, z in between 0 to 1. So in all directions, it means the stretch of the cube is up to 1 unit. Now the third question says, determine the circulation of G around the edge of the square. And what is the edge of the square defined as? 0 and xy are in between 0 to 1, assuming anti-clockwise direction. So if we see all these things, so first it is asking G is a rotational or not. So to find the rotationality of any vector field, we need to find the curl of that vector. So we find that we put the values accordingly into the equation of the curl, solve it. It comes to 0. If it is 0, if the curl is 0, we can easily make out that, okay, G is irrotational. It is not rotating or cannot be rotating. Now the second part, it says that what is the net flux? Find the net flux of G over the cube. Now the net flux of the cube is del dot G and dV. That is the total flux over the cube. So del dot G, the divergence of G is calculated as 16y, and we can find this with dV value, and dV is the triple integration in x, y, z, dx, dy, dz. But the stretch is up to 0 to 1. So we can use these values and calculate all the integrations with these limits, and the answer will be 8. Now the third part, the line integration of G accordingly, and just first put the questions in front of you. The third part says determine the circulation of G around the edge of the square. So for finding the circulation, we need to find the line integral. Okay, so we put the line integral for all parts 0 to 1 for x, z and y are 0, then 0 to 1 for y, zx and x is equal to 1, and again x is equal to 0 to 1 to 0 again. So this way we are finding it. Putting all the equations and solving, we find that it is 0. So this way we can easily calculate all the things. Now for the summary part, if we see what we have discussed and what topics we have taken into considerations, then in Cartesian coordinate system, this is the length element and this is the volume element. dl is the length element and dv is volume element. Gradient equation in Cartesian coordinate system is given. Divergence of the vector field is given in Cartesian. Curl of that field is also given. And Laplacian is again. In cylindrical system also, this is the length element in cylindrical system, d rho rho cap plus rho d phi phi cap plus dz z cap. And the small volume element is rho d phi d rho dz. Now the gradient in cylindrical system is del t is del t by del rho rho cap, 1 rho del t by del phi phi cap plus del t del z z cap. And in divergence, del dot A, where both these del and A are in cylindrical coordinate system, is given. Again, curl in cylindrical coordinate system is 1 by rho in matrix, rho phi z, rho by rho phi, del by del rho, del by del phi, del by del z, a rho, rho a phi, a z. Laplacian equation is also given. And in cylindrical system, you can see there is the length element drr cap, r d theta theta cap plus r sin theta d phi phi cap, and the small volume element is dv r square sin theta d theta dr d phi. Gradient in spherical, divergence and curl and Laplacian, all equations are available. You can use all these equations wherever you can find suitable. Okay. In addition, we have learned about the Gauss divergence theorem, which is actually a very simple, you can say, stated like the surface integral of any vector field A is equal to the volume integral of divergence of that vector del dot A. Okay, we have seen the Stokes theorem, where the line integral of the vector field is equal to the surface integral of the curl of that vector field. And a vector field is solenoidal if divergence is 0 and irrotational or conservative if curl is equal to 0. Triple product equations A dot B cross C is equal to B dot C cross A is equal to C dot A cross B. A cross B cross C is equal to B A dot C minus C A dot B. And second derivative equations are del dot del cross A is equal to 0 and del cross del F is equal to 0 and del cross A is equal to del dot A minus del square A. So I hope all the equations are all equations you will note down and accordingly use in numericals. All the numericals related to the first part of the first module, you can say the vector part, we have discussed. A practice, and accordingly there are assignments and numericals available. You can practice for those and try to solve. If you find any problem or any difficulty, please refer to these videos on numericals, as well as you can refer to earlier videos of vector classes where we have discussed all the related aspects, all the related theory and applications. And if you have any problem understanding the concept of vectors and how you can visualize the things in Cartesian coordinates or in cylindrical or in spherical systems, or any problem in transformations, you kindly refer to the videos of those classes. Okay, so with this we will move ahead. Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot.